I'm here on set of MasterChef Junior with this man, Gordon Ramsay. How are you?
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you. I rarely wear a blazer, but I knew I'd have to step it up because I've come to visit you.
I don't pay for these clothes.
No, oh, you don't?
No, they go back to the wardrobe and then,
it's a good budget.
Fox take them back.
It's a good budget. Fox do take it back. But it's a good budget because the show's done so well.
Do you know, Oliver, MasterChef Junior has been a big eye-opener, I think, really.
Right.
Because it's been one of the most family sort of, most watched programmes of the year. So this year we come back, season
Doing
2.
Great. Season 1 was a big success.
Season 1 was
we
huge.
all loved. Big Al.
Yeah.
Alexander.
Yeah, he actually comes back across season 2 and sort of helps motivate these youngsters. But 8 to 13-year-olds.
Right.
Do you have children?
I don't.
No.
None have come forward yet.
No.
But maybe after watching this they might.
But who knows?
Who knows?
I'm your daddy.
This is what Hollywood does. Come on, kids. Give me a call.
It's me.
It's me. You recognise me?
Your dad.
Yes.
But no, all jokes apart, for me, it's, a lot easier having children of my own. And you know what it's like, there's no script to having kids, and it's a moving target that needs to be adjusted every month.
Right.
I think it's a lot more dangerous out there for them with the sort of whole social media thing, and so they need to focus on real stuff.
Right.
So cooking is just that, because it gets them occupied, concentrating, and even if they never pursue it as a chef, just learning to cook for yourself is crucial.
Right. Well, it amazes me the talent that's out there at such a young age. When you watch this show, I mean, for you obviously didn't start cooking. You were older than that.
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly.
Football first?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. We were involved at schoolboy level, then county, and then went on from there. Sadly, that came to a very sudden halt with ligaments, 2 on the same knee. And then I was down and out at 18. You pick yourself up.
Right.
And then I went into this college course for a HND management course to travel the world as a hotel manager.
Right.
Now, I can't, for the love of me, expect myself being a 5-star hotel general manager. I don't think we'd have many residents staying in-house. I
don't want to, but I can agree with you there.
Yeah.
Not many people would stay, or at least come back.
Well, there's that kind of Britishness, straight to the point.
Right, exactly.
Which I think is healthy.
Exactly. But these kids at the age of 8 to 13 having this experience in the kitchen, it's mind-blowing.
Yeah. Also, some kids go and play softball, basketball, baseball. Some kids go for soccer lessons. Volleyball. These kids are interested in having cooking lessons, and they want to cook 3 or 4 nights a week.
It's brilliant.
Some of them, have the responsibility of their parents having 2 jobs and cooking 7 nights a week for the family. But for me, they're the real deal, and that's the most important thing.
Right. And it's a very different show for you, Graham and Joe, in the way of MasterChef, because it's a lot more supportive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Less criticism. Obviously, the kids are involved, so.
We get to mentor them a little bit more. For me, it's about making them look good and also being there to pick them up. We are brutally honest. There are tantrums and tears. There is high pressure involved, but we look at it almost like a sort of soccer coach.
Right.
And we just want the best out of them. But we're there to make them look good, and we're there to help. So I think that's the big difference. And
you're currently shooting season 2 and 3.
Yes.
I want to ask you about surprises. You've briefly told me about some of the stuff that's been under this table that we're sitting.
Yeah, this is the MasterChef Pantry, so it's one of the most gorgeous pantries anywhere in the world. Even I haven't got a pantry this glamorous.
I'm sure it's not far off, but...
well, maybe, yeah. Maybe 1 less fridge, a few less spices.
Don't need 4 fridges, just not unnecessary.
No, exactly that. So we started off with exotic meats, and it's about these proteins and how popular they are, especially down south.
Right.
So we had this 250-pound snapping turtle, and then we had a local 6.5-foot rattlesnake, and then the young chef...
What worries me is you said local.
Well, yeah, but up in Malibu, this thing was found in Malibu, extraordinary, I know.
Right.
And the young chef was standing there, so I walked around the side of the bench, and I said, "What do you think of those 2? He said, "Yeah, they're okay, but I'm not sure if I want to eat them." And then I just went, snap! And then this thing dropped, and all of a sudden there was a 7.5-foot alligator underneath.
Ouch.
Yeah, it was a very strange smell for 30 seconds. God bless him. We had to take him to the bathroom, redress him and bring him back out. Have you ever had?
No, I'm going to take your word for it as well.
Alligator?
No.
You don't look like the kind of boy who wants to go out and order an alligator and chips.
Really? I don't strike you as that?
No. Or a rattlesnake sandwich.
Who knows what's around the corner?
No, but have you ever had rattlesnake?
I've never had any of them. I've never seen them on a menu.
No. You see, I always have that fear about eating it and then getting bitten by one.
Right.
In terms of seeking revenge.
Right, karma.
Yeah, exactly.
Just making sure.
Yeah. What's that? Oh, sorry, no, sorry.
Make sure there's none on the loose.
Damn, sorry, excuse me.
Gordon attacked me with a snake.
Excuse me. It's like, geez, I wonder what that was. I saw it moving down there and I'm worried about you.
Thank you. If you see anything that size below our hips, you should be worried.
Yeah. Do you swim down in Santa Monica? Do you go in the water?
I do swim a little bit. I just started surfing, funny enough. Yeah. Very interesting.
Watch out for the great whites.
I won't be surfing anymore. That's my dream there, crushed. You did touch base earlier on social media and stuff like that.
Yes.
And how it's all out there for these kids. Obviously, you know, food is, all these menus and, you know, tips on food is put out there. How do you find your new tips on what to eat next and stuff like that? Is it online?
That's a good question. Do you know, I like travelling.
Okay.
Last month I was in Barcelona, looking at the latest tapas bar. We've got a big opening coming up in Hong Kong, followed by Singapore and then Macau. So every time I go to these little places, I'm like a magpie. I go and find all the little shiny bits and then bring them back and evolve them. Also, I think...
it's definitely a more fun way of doing it.
Yeah, but I think our habits are changing. We want to stay healthier, we want to live longer, and, you know, I started training for an Ironman last year, so I completely transformed my diet. So as opposed to eating 3 times a day, I started eating 5 times a day, but smaller portions. Cut the dairy down, and then, you know, I look at the desserts and think, well, it's not forbidden fruit, but it's a treat, like we do with the kids. So it's a dessert once a week, fruit 5 nights a week. So, you know, I change regularly, but I think having that kind of healthy lifestyle gives you a very active, you know, performance, and that's really important for any chef.
And these young kids that are out there that haven't made it onto the show, one piece of advice you'd give them in the cooking world?
Yeah, you know, I had a lot of failure in my life growing up. Don't get negative, get positive. And, you know, negative energy is wasting time. But turn that disadvantage to your advantage and bounce back. And
just to wrap this up, just to mention the other judges quickly, Joe, Graham and you, who is the toughest out of the 3 of you?
Yeah, well, Graham's gone through this amazing transformation. You know, he lost over, you know, 100 pounds. He looks incredible. He's got so much more energy.
It's a great looking panel. It's a great looking panel. That's always a bonus.
Joe is as miserable as ever. Yeah, he makes me look like a pussycat. But we're going head to head this year for the first time, where we're going to do our Ironman head to head. And I've got a feeling, a very strong feeling, that I'm going to kick his ass. That's a confident quote right there. We'll finish on that, and I hope you're right, because otherwise it's an embarrassing thing, Jamie, to go into. So confident. Stay slick. Now, if this TV stuff doesn't work out, you can always try male modelling. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Good luck. Thank you.